Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Tyrannosaurus Rex Pop Vinyl. Now, this is the definitive T-Rex Pop Vinyl you should get, Probably don't get the 25th Anniversary Pop Vinyl. I mean, if you already have it, then, that's fine. Or if you do want it, then, again, that's fine too, but try to get this one if you can, because this version of Roberta is actually very nice, so, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about why, starting off with the painting on this figure. And the painting on this figure is actually pretty good. So, most of the figure is a brownish color, but the back here is a darker shade of brown, which looks nice. The base here is painted very nicely. All of the dirt and mud looks very nice. The grass is painted green, and the rocks are gray, which, again, looks nice. This rock here looks a little, I don't know if you can see that, but there are some paint blemishes there, but it still looks nice. Her toenails and her claws are painted black, as well as her eyes and nostrils here. The teeth here are painted a whitish yellowish color, which looks nice. The tongue and the membranes here and here are painted like a brownish pinkish color, which again looks nice. And the inside of the mouth is black, so yeah. And that about does it for the painting on this figure. The painting on this figure is actually not bad. It's not one-to-one to how she looked in Jurassic Park, but this is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, so it can be forgiven, so yeah. And when I say, it doesn't look like, the paint is a little off compared to how she looked in Jurassic Park, I don't mean this figure, I mean like in the movie, In terms of like the model, it looks great, and it does look a lot like how she looked in Jurassic Park, but the painting is a little bit off. There's a lack of striping on her in the movie, but yeah, the painting here is still very nice, so the painting gets a pass. Now take a look at the articulation. There is none, so we're just going to get right into the sculpt. And the sculpting on this figure is slightly better than the 25th anniversary version of Roberta, so yeah. For one, this figure won't warp over time because this figure is actually on a base, and it's permanently theirs, and it's glued on, so there's no, there's no point in removing it, so yeah, that's very nice. So this figure won't warp over time. Also, the head is a lot more hollow compared to the 25th anniversary version, so yeah. You can tell because you can move the mouth a little bit, but you can't do that with the 25th anniversary version, so yeah. Also, the back here, on the 25th anniversary version, what the back did was it kind of rose up near the back and then kind of went down, which looked a little weird. However, here, it just kind of, slowly just, goes down. And I like that. So, yeah. Other than that, the sculpting on this figure is still very nice. So, yeah. Sculpting on this figure gets a pass, so we're just going to move on to the detailing. And just like with every other pop vinyl, these are more cartoonish, so don't expect a lot of detailing. Sorry about that. But, yeah, anyway, let's just take a closer look. So, the detailing on her head looks very nice. So, yeah, all of the scales and all of the creases in the membrane here look very nice. There are creases on the back of the head, which look alright. And this creasing continues all the way to the tail, which doesn't look great, but not terrible. The legs and arms are detailed pretty nicely. However, for the neck and the limbs here, they are, seam lines that are very noticeable, and I'm not really the biggest fan of that, but I can live with that. Also, the neck here is starting to crack. Also, I know I just bumped my camera, so I do apologize for that. But the feet are detailed very nicely. And I don't think this was on the original 25th anniversary version, but right here they actually sculpted in the hallux, which is what this part of the, this toe thing is called for birds and animals. I actually read a book recently, and they called this the hallux, so yeah. I know in a previous video I said that I didn't know what it was, but now I do, and this is called a hallux, so yeah, there you go. But yeah, anyway, that's Roberta herself. The detailing for the base still looks very nice. All of the dirt and mud here looks very nice, and the rocks are detailed nicely. The grass looks like it's made of clay, but looks nice nonetheless. And underneath we have some information, so if you want to pause and read it now, go right ahead, if you can. And that about does it for the detailing on this figure. And the detailing, not the best. There are a lot of seam lines on this figure, but it's still nice for a pop vinyl. So the detailing here gets a pass. And at the end of the day, should you get this figure, well, at least on mine, the quality control is a little hit or miss on this figure, because, as I mentioned before, there are seam lines here that don't look great, and there's also one on the tail here. And also, listen carefully. In the inside of the head, there's like something like rattling around in there. I don't know how they managed to do that, but again, that's one thing I don't like. But if you can get this figure with like good quality control, then I'd say definitely go for it, you know? Definitely get this figure over the 25th anniversary version of Roberta, so yeah. However, this figure is kind of hard to find now. I actually had to order this on Amazon for a lot more than what it's worth in stores. So this T-Rex is actually a Target exclusive, which I never really got. Like, everyone wants the T-Rex. Why would you make that a store exclusive? Make like the Stiggy Moloch a store exclusive or something like that. But yeah, yeah, so this is a Target exclusive, and every time I went to Target, I was never able to find this. So, alright, I'm just going to try to order this from their website. So I did, except, you know, they didn't, you know, they don't like delivering, so I just said, alright, whatever, I'll just, yeah, guess I'll just, you know, store pick it up then. So, yeah, just order it online, except it didn't let me do that either. So what I had to do was, I had to go to Amazon, and I had to order this. And if you were to find this at Target, then you would see that this thing is $30, which, a little overpriced considering the quality control, but alright, whatever. On Amazon, it's about $60, which I think is a little bit ridiculous, but that's just me. I don't think a figure that, you know, like, it'd be, like, as I just said, it'd be understandable if, like, the Stiggy Moloch was, like, a Target exclusive, or, like, different variants of Owen and Claire or something like that, but Roberta herself should not be an exclusive. This figure should be in, like, you know, not just Target, but that's just me. There's probably something I'm missing out. I'm not really the biggest expert on pop vinyls, and I said this before in previous videos. When it comes to pop vinyls, I only collect pop vinyls of, you know, things that I like, you know, because I have the Sonic pop vinyls. Of course, I have all the Jurassic Park pop vinyls. I pre-ordered the Jaws pop vinyls, and I have the Back to the Future pop vinyls, so yeah. Also, I have the Alien Queen, the Alien, and I have Shrek, so yeah. And, yeah, so, if you can find this figure in stores still, or if you can find this figure for a good price, definitely go for it if you have the rest of the 25th anniversary pop vinyls. And also, the scaling here is a lot better, because with the 25th anniversary version, it was like 4 inches. It wasn't big at all. This figure is actually 10 inches, and it looks very nice. So, here she is next to Dr. Alan Grant. And, yeah, that looks way better than the 25th anniversary Roberta. So, yeah. And here she is with Ellie Sattler, too. And again, the scaling here looks very nice. So, yeah. If you can find her for a good price, then definitely get this version of Roberta. Don't get the 25th anniversary version unless you already have it, then there's nothing really you can do. But if you do want the 25th anniversary version of Roberta, then I suggest keeping it in the box. So, yeah. Anyway, if you want to know how big she is, here she is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zach out.